So one thing I did was I took this thing off, some type of apparatus or hose thing, maybe an attachment. It looked factory, but we weren't using it, and all these sharp edges were just rubbing every hydraulic hose that came close to it. So I'll stick that in a box till we figure out what that is. But also, in this box of goodies here, I didn't anticipate doing it, is a cylinder cap. And a seal kit. So while I got this thing off, well, just push the bearing in, or that in, I thought I'd pinch this, rock solid, and change this out right away, even though it's not leaking, and I hate fixing something that's not broke. But in this particular case, I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I'm gonna use my homemade spanner wrench here as soon as I get you on the tripod. Okay, so I had to rearrange that a little bit because I need to be pushing down on my holes. I can't be pulling this way, so I need them vertically here. I'm not sure whether this will hold up or just the whole thing flip over, but we'll see in a second. Homemade thing here. Okay. And of course, that doesn't want to go on there. Huh. Turn this around. My nuts are starting to spread apart right there, that I might need to re-weld those things. We'll see. And the holes are pretty boogered up too. Yeah, darn it. Give this one more try before I get the pipe wrench out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shorten these a little bit with the grinder. Alright, I shortened them about 1/8 of an inch. Oh yeah, nice. Now, of course, I gotta lift straight up, and that's gonna be a problem. Since this is the old one, I'm gonna go get the pipe wrench. make sure I use that spanner wrench to put the new one on. I gotta get maybe some real spanner wrenches. I'll use that from time to time, but they make real good ones, and that is still a home build, but it's worked. I don't want to nick that chrome rod with this thing. All right. Now, anticipate the oil bath. Okay. It's really not in that bad a shape. Corrosion here, but we got a new one. Let's do it. Next job is to get that gland nut off, which is going to be a real bugger. These darn caps are so good, they won't even let me, I gotta take them off to move the cylinder. Oh, that's a lot better. Okay. All right. All right. I'm using my press to hold this thing again. So we'll see. I'm going to just put a little bit of heat on this. Trying not to heat anything around other than the nut itself. – 178 degrees. Let's try for 200. I don't want to heat it long enough that the bolt heats up to just enough. Because I only got a small or half-inch impact gun. Okay, the answer's no. Look at that thing is bending. So this isn't working either. Let me bring it back. I'll rig it up again. Okay, let's try this again. Don't ever, you know, when we were building the pole barn, we had a bunch of 8x8s and stuff that they were going to throw in the dumpster, and I'm like, no. Okay, no again. The answer's no. I don't know about you guys, but I get tired of things like that nut telling me no, you can't do what you want to do. I'm not saying it's not going to happen again, but eventually I'm going to say yes to that nut, and I hope it's this time. Let me get my persuader here. Just, I put one of the old pins in through there, one of the old bushings, which the OD was the same as the ID on that. So that's pretty secure there. Put a C-clamp on there to hold it. And we'll see. I gotta get this thing out of the way. Oh my goodness. Oh. It just said, okay, you win. Oh yeah. No more no. No more no. This socket, you can see right in here, maybe not, but maybe I'll bring it in. It's literally chewing into that nut. I think they pre-treat these nuts with Loctite. Come on. Yeah, can you see where it was chewing in there? Bam. Nice. Okay, let's go over to the table and rebuild this bad boy. All right, well, we're set up at the table here. Or sawhorse with a 25-year-old piece of plywood that's been banging around my property. So normally, you know, last time I did this, I was reusing this. So the beauty of not reusing this is you always have this for an example. So I am going to see if we can put this stuff together. Okay. Spring in. Now, I feel like I'm ruining these things when I'm doing this, but I saw a tool to do this. It was a 3-pronged thing that created this inversion going on here. But of course I don't have that, and I do this so infrequently that it's not worth it. I can tell this video is going to get way too long. All right, I'll bring you right back. Yeah, here we go again. That stinking seal was telling me no. Let's see something here. Let's see if we can get this together. Okay. Okay. All right, well, bam. All right. A few wire ties. That thing was telling me no. All right, now what? Let's put the wiper in there. Okay. All right. Let's see what is up here. Because I'm doing this because it looks like they sent me one extra O-ring. All right, so that must be this one. And that goes up here. I normally have some Vaseline with me. I'm going to grab that. Maybe this is no good, I don't know. I've been putting Vaseline on O-rings my whole adult life, so I'm going to keep on doing it. Okay. All right, there's that one. Push that up. Put a little slippery goo on this thing. Oh yeah. Okay. That should do it. Let's get a little goop on this wiper and inside seal. Slide that bad boy on there. Oh yeah. All right, that's the dirty rag. Now this I am reusing. I hope you guys can see if you want to see. So we got to get this thing out. And it's not going to cooperate. So out it comes. This thing is really rigid. Man, that's not what I want to go on there. Here's what that other, see that little bad boy hiding in there? I knew they wouldn't send me anything extra. Okay. Okay. Gonna need a little help on that one too. All right, so I went over, got a vise, trying to keep that down, put some painter's tape on there. So the goal was to try to get this thing up over here without it slipping off. Now this thing seems a little bit brittle and hard to work into this. And I don't want to break it. Oh. Woo! Sweet. All right, I guess I can take it out of here, okay? And now I want to work it down. It's like hard plastic or some other material that feels like it wants to break when you stretch it. It's not like a regular O-ring. Okay. And then I guess the cylinder wall will compress that because it seems sloppy big, but I'm happy with where we're at right now. So let me, is this the new nut? Yeah, see that's pre-treated with some type of Loctite, so we'll leave that alone. I might put some Never Sees on that end cap there. All right, let me make sure. My next hurdle is trying to get this into the cylinder without nicking it or boogering it up. So we'll see. Clean rag. All right, let me shut you off and I'll bring you back. Okay, we're back over here. This is what this ended up. That's just some Vaseline. Now I'm going to wind that on there. Here's my, man, that fits nice in there. I'm going to put the C-clamp on there to hold it from getting away on me. And then clean this up a little bit. I see some dirt. I might just rinse this out with some diesel fuel to make sure I got nothing in there. I'll do that off camera, but that's where we're at. Oop, don't have my C-clamp on there. Desperately fearful of nicking this rod. I don't feel like going through all that baloney. Oh yeah, I can. It's hot to the touch, so. Give it a little kicker here so the next guy hates me. Oh! Didn't get anything. That Milwaukee Impact's a good one. Alright. I'm going to go clean that cylinder up. All right, so what I did was I took some time to clean up those threads and make sure this O-ring seats properly on there. I also basically just cleaned this bad boy up. Of course, I took a diesel fuel bath in the meantime, but this is nice and clean. I've taken this cap off because these darn caps work so good. I need air to come out of there when I go to push this on. And I've taken some clean hydraulic oil and I've just thrown it in there. So let's see if we can't slowly and carefully get this on there. Oh yeah. All right. I don't really feel strongly about this one way or another, but the other guy had some of this on here, so I'm just going to put a very little bit of never sees here. I don't want it to get all gobbed up like he did. Just a little. Okay, so let's see if I can tighten this thing up with this. This wrench works really well, by the way. I have a video on making this. I was tired of making a new one every time I needed one. So I just took a little bit of time and made one up. It's pretty versatile. It can open up to that much. Go. And you can weld, you know, weld anything you want on here. If you had this type of operation, you could weld a bolt this way and come right here and go like that if you needed to. So it's whatever you want to make it. But the handle here is nice because it allows you to put some significant leverage on there, like we're about ready to do right now. Leave that there. Get Daddy's little helper here. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, cylinder redone. That job's done. Now I'll put it back in.